Alrighty then, welcome back everybody to the prelog of the second scene. And as you can see, I have been a little bit busy at the moment. I'm trying to figure out how to do the thing that I did beforehand. So, one of the things that I need to do here is, as you can see, there are some a little bit of an issue. Allow me to bring it along so that you can see what I mean here. So what I want to complete here is this part right here that to have the lighting effect on it. Of course, I don't want to intrude it too much, but I do want to make sure that it actually works. So that's why I'm actually getting this on the different layers so that we actually have something to work around with. So no further ado, let's get started. So what I'm gonna be doing here is a little bit of a trial and error. Am I gonna be going for 17, something like this, right? Yeah, that would work. Would work wonders. Alright. So, first things first. Gonna be erasing this because it didn't look nice. And now we're gonna be looking at, I believe something like this, yes. So what I'm gonna be doing here is making sure that I have the effect on it at all times. Oh, this is on the... It's a different way. Oh, it's a different way. We need to do it like this then. Yeah. This is gonna be probably a lot of trial and error, by the way, so that I will figure out like how I'm gonna be doing this properly. Yeah. There you go. So if we're gonna go for this, would that work? The only way to figure that out is actually using the blur tool to get it all up and running. And then see for myself. Of course, that part doesn't work. Do that. Then do again, blur tool. Does this work now? It is, but it is also not. Let me see if I can erase some stuff here too. Yeah. Less here, I see. Yeah, less here, and then... Alright, then move this one up again. So that would work then, right? It does. Good. So now we actually have the base color that actually works. That's a good sign, by the way. So now we're going to be adding that as well to the next bit. There you go. And that should work then as well. Let's see. Alright, so that works, but not in every part. So do I want to add some more there? There you go. Now we need to do the erasing bit again. Alright. So now let's see. That works, right? Yeah, that works. Alright, so now we actually need to add then also on the other side, and then after that we need to actually add in the color scheme a bit more, the more yellowish, the whitish color towards it as well, so that it gives that more that glass feeling towards it. And then after that we can then see the final result of it, and then hopefully that will work. Of course, there is no guarantee here, but it should be working. Luckily, we have a whole fucking hour for this, so not gonna be that hard to not know about it. Alright, and then we're gonna go over here. Alright, so now we actually have this. That's a good sign. It's not the best sign, but it is a good sign. Alright, now we need to actually add in the light bits, and then after that we need to add in the shading of it as well. So we're gonna do the light bits on the on the upscaling, because, well, you know, it's quite hard to do properly. Alright, now let's see if we add this into blur mode and see how that goes. And not fully my taste. And this should fix it then. Alright. Now that's already much better. Now we do need to erase a lot of stuff, especially around the corners. So we're gonna pick this up. Around the corners we go. And fix up the bits that we have left behind. There you go. All right, save it up. And now we are gonna be going to the shading bit here. All right, this is gonna be a hard part. First things first, we're gonna do a light shading on the windows, and then after that, we're gonna be going for the hardest bit. Best way to do it is always go for the easy brush. This one, it is quite easy to go for. However, we need to make sure that we have this. All right, that is what we're going to be aiming for. We don't want to have too dark. We want around that color. Yes, we want that color. We want that color definitely. Right, so we want that color to be around this then. Yeah. What we're going to be doing now is actually giving that feeling towards, you know, that these windows are, you know, nicely placed. So that's what I'm going to be aiming for here. Of course, once the shading is applied on the windows, we will definitely move on to removing the bits that are not necessary. As you can see, it does taint a lot of stuff. It's a lot of green effect that happens, but, you know, it can be easily solved. Luckily, you know, we can just, you know, do this and then boom, it's all gone. So that's good. But first things first, we need to make sure that we do this nice and steady. So no need for, no need to be overreacting here. It's a very hard thing to do if you don't know what the hell's going on. But luckily, you know, I do know what's going on right now because I'm trying to do this very casually. After this, we're gonna again get the then we're gonna get the background for the background. Then we're gonna be going for the sketch in the background. This is gonna be the hardest part because then after that we're gonna have a lighting effect, and that lighting effect is gonna be going through this whole stuff. And then only then we can then, you know, decide what kind of colors we're gonna be using, because it is a very nasty one to go for. Luckily, we can just do this easily. Yep. There you go. Alright, that part is done. Now we're gonna go to the next bit, which is this side. Ah, bloody hell, it already had... Which one is it? This one? Yeah, that one. No lighting effect just yet. Lighting effect is coming later. There you go. The main problem is if we now do the lighting effect, and the whole damn thing won't make any sense, because we actually need to first go to here, fix this up, then move onwards towards, to the shading as well. We also need to fix this bit right here, but that will be later on. First, do the main things, then do the second things that come afterwards. Fixing beauty issues is the last bit. First, we need to have the whole bit done. As you noticed, it is a little bit greenish, but once the whole dark green is removed, it actually all goes away quite easily. Also, once the added lighting comes into play, it also is quite easy to do. All right, now we actually have some decent wall. Now we actually have some decent goddamn windows right there. Ah, beautiful. All right, now we're gonna be doing the hard part, which is technically putting this on pause. And now you can see what I mean. So because we have a balcony scene, it's actually emanating light from the outside towards the inside. Therefore, doing the shadings this early would actually cause a major issue if I just do the shadings on the wall. That because I want to avoid that, I actually will first do the main entrance here, get myself a little bit of an idea of how I want to draw it and what I want to draw into it, and then move onwards from there. The wizard is gonna be probably the last thing that's gonna be drawn in this beautiful picture, but yeah. No further ado, let's get started. All right. So, what did we drew? We drew this. We drew that. This is the wall right here. The background is gonna be behind the wall. However, the lighting from it is gonna be in front of every other thing. So that's what I'm gonna be aiming for. But yeah, quick group first. And now we're gonna do some rough sketching because, you know, that's how this is gonna be happening. So, how does this look? Well, the first thing that is gonna be what we're gonna be noticing right here, I believe. Checkpoint 6, please. Thank you. The first thing that you notice is that there is a big giant lump, a big giant stone wall right over here. So this needs to be very, very important. This is very important. There's a big giant stone wall that is represented. So the stone wall is represented with an arch afterwards. So there is an arch here. Well, allow me to put it back. There's an arch here. There's an arch here. All right. Then it follows up by an arch through here. So technically this is going to be like an arch that will require some more effort towards it. So probably something like this. And then have that to be like boop, boop, boop. So same here. There's an arch over here. And this arch requires this to be there. Of course, this is all going to be sketching, so it's not going to be the definite part, but you know. So it's going to be over here. That would work. Yeah, that would work. So now you have a sketch. After that, there's going to be a follow-up here and a follow-up here. This is going to be the main part. All up. These things actually need to not go diagonal. They need to be going outside of each other. There you go. Then, if we then add these things up, the problem that comes around. There you go. Now we actually have this. All right. Now what we can do here is going to be going like this, then going like that, then going like this. There you go. I need to lower the size of that brush quite easily. And we're going to be experimenting here what we need to do. All right. So that would actually leave us with this. Now we can actually use that. That is actually a thing that we can use. So we can technically use this to create this kind of structure towards it. this. This part is going to be drawn in. So if we have this, we definitely need to add a second. Oh, we definitely need to add a second center here. So if we do this, would that work? That could work. All right. Then I'm going to add in the rocks. So that is going to be there. These things are going to be slabs instead. That will be good. If we're going to go for slabs here, yeah. Those vertical slabs would actually be a very smart move to go for. Because if we draw stuff over here, we then also need to make sure that this is connected to here. This part needs to be extended. So that needs to be extended, that needs to be extended. All right. Now we need to get this bit up and running. So what do we want to do here? Probably something like this, right? Because we already have that. So if we're gonna go for this, then we actually have a repetitive pause. Then we're gonna go for here. And what we can do here is actually, you know, putting this one right there. So one. So this bit needs to be done then, right? Yeah. There you go. Yeah, that would actually be working then, right? Yeah, that is actually not bad. I like it. So we're gonna go like, you know, glyphs over here, you know, putting those things over there and putting glyphs over there. And then of course here we're gonna do something different. So we're gonna be putting like layers upon layers on tiny bits. That actually would work. Yeah, that would actually work. Nice. Then, because we want to create this feeling towards it, we're gonna go like this. That will create a bigger rump. Don't forget to save, otherwise I'm gonna be losing all the progress. And yeah, basically these things. There you go. So if we add that in, that should actually work, right? And then we're gonna go for like, after that we're gonna be, of course, going for these things. Yeah, that will work. So we're gonna go for this. I'm gonna go for twice that. If we do that, that actually will work. Then we need to actually have something over here that actually represent those things. That actually would work. Crystal here. Yeah, that actually could work. Crystal over there. Making sure that that thing is actually good sealed. There you go. Now we actually have that. We have this. Now we're gonna put these stone slabs again in there. There you go. So if we add that in there, that actually would work, right? Yeah, that would. All right. So now let's go over here. All right. Now let's take a look at this. Does this need to be bigger? Not really. Ooh, what we could do though is technically put this there. How does this work? No. No. Yes. How did I do that one? I did that do I did it like that. Alright. So yes. Save, just in case. Come on. There you go. So if we do this, then we need to make sure that we have this to be connected towards the main rocks. That could be a good idea. That could actually be an interesting idea. So we have this, and then we have, of course, the whole, beautiful sunset. Beautiful sunset with, beautiful sunset like that. Oh, beautiful sunset with some beautiful tree, beautiful ridge line, some trees. There you go. Let me double check here. Of course, that is just a sketch for seeing how this works. So if we now grab the original drawing, or well, original photo of how that works, that's not a bad feeling towards it, actually. I like it. Yep. It's a good archway. We could technically use this archway again. We could. We could reuse that, but I don't think it will fit with the idea that I want with this. And what I actually want with this, of course, is I want these arches to be there. But then again, I also want this to be right over there. I'm not even drawing this in black. Wow. Like that. That's a cool arch. I like it. Boom. Sweet. All right. I think that is correctly how I wanted it all, right? Yep, that's exactly how I wanted it all. Sweet. And now if we look at the drawing without that, ooh, now that looks already very nice. I like it. It's a good design. All right. I think I will leave it here for now. Tomorrow I will probably already been working on the bottom part, and then once the bottom part is done, then we can move upwards towards the spiral. So we're gonna cut this in two halves, so that I can do rearranging of the positioning, or making it a little bit more bigger than it's supposed to be. All right. I hope you'll have enjoyed. Thanks all for watching, and I hope I'll see you all next time. Until then, I want to wish you all a lovely day, and